wouldn't let me tap out. He wouldn't let me tap out. He wouldn't let me tap out. He wouldn't. I was literally like, can we be done? He was like, no, you don't want no half-finished tattoo, do you? I was like, oh my gosh. Hey y'all, it's me, Kuya, and I know this isn't my typical video. I usually do hygiene, self-care type of videos, but I really wanted to get on here and show you guys my tattoos. So I'm coming to y'all with a 2026 tattoo tour, and I'm going to be showing you from when I first started getting tattoos. So my first tattoos to my not my least, but my last tattoo that I just got a few months back. And I'm not gonna lie, my last tattoo, y'all gotta stay to the end, because my last tattoo was the one that just really, like, I wanted to tap out. But we're gonna save that for when we get to that tattoo. My first tattoo I've ever gotten was this. I gotta get up and show you. I got this, and it's actually my grandma's handwriting. Now, this is where it literally starts. I regret, y'all. I regret this so much. I would rather have gotten this. I wanted it to be a fine line tattoo, but as you can see, it literally looks like smudged marker. Like, it looks so bad. And this is actually a tattoo of my grandma's handwriting that I got from a card. So this is her handwriting, and it says, "Love you, Grandma Mary," with a bird, because she loved birds, loved bird watching. But do y'all see how disgusting that looks? Like, it looks so ugly. Like, we're gonna get into this one. Like, this, the fine line in this is so beautiful. So beautiful. And I also want to say that I got all my tattoos, every last one of my tattoos was done by the same tattoo artist. So as we go through this, you're gonna see all his different work. But yes, this was my first tattoo, and typically when I got tattoos, or when I do get tattoos, I like to get them in twos or in pairs. So I got this along with, I don't even remember this one. Let me get up and show y'all. I got this, and it's two ladies, or not two ladies, it's one lady, and she's walking into rain, and she's walking into, it's like the same person, but you see there's it's nighttime, there's thunder, there's lightning, there's rain. She's sat, her head's down, and she's stepping into beautiful sunness, and her head is up, and she's walking in confidence. Also, I got this from a TikTok idea, I'm not gonna lie. But this, yeah, regret it. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this was a dishonor to my grandmother, but I'm still happy that I got her handwriting on me. So pain level for this, I'm not gonna lie, because I already had nipple piercings. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put the link in the description down below. I actually got them pierced again after that video, so, but it was, we're not gonna get into that. This didn't hurt that bad. It just really felt like, you know, what most people say, like cat scratches. It does, you can't even tell what it really says, and that just, I don't even want, it makes me so mad that you can't tell, because it's clearly not the artist. He just wasn't, I don't know, because he does really good fine line tattoos. So I don't know what he was thinking with this one. It was my first one. Same with this. I really wanted it to be thin lined. Again, this didn't hurt that bad. Like, most of my, well, I'm not, let me not say that yet, because some of these tattoos hurt, but this also didn't really hurt. This I don't regret as much. I did want it to be more thin line, but you know, she still came out cute. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people think that this is like a Gemini tattoo. No, I don't believe in horoscopes, y'all. This is just Oh, I'm not saying this is horoscopes is but yeah, I really like this. I like the idea of it, or like the style of it, and just like the meaning behind it, because I got this right when I turned 18. And when I was, you know, during that time, and when I was that age, I just was like, you know, my whole life, it was kind of chaotic growing up. And I knew that since I'm 18 now, I'm technically now, you know, government by law, I'm an adult. And I write the story of my life now. And so I wanted to, you know, walk into something better. And I am, hallelujah. But those were my first two tattoos. Now, my next two pair of tattoos that I got was this tattoo. Oh, what is that on my elbow? Oh, that's just my arm crease. This tattoo and this tattoo. I don't know why I keep forgetting. I got this tattoo too. Oh, let me say also that, like, if you cut my body in half, my left side is like, oh my gosh, that was the longest burp of my life. The left side of my body is more meaningful, family, you know, things that actually really, really mean something to me. This side is like my fun side, so, you know, just slap it on. You know, if I think it's cute, put it on me, you know? For this side, on my family or family meaningful side, let me get up close and show y'all. So it's leaves. And he did it all kind of freestyle. So he literally took a Sharpie and was just putting lines on my arm, and he kind of just, you know, came up with it. I wanted leaves for sure. I also wanted stars, but he's like, you don't want to do that in case you want to add something that's just kind of filler. I'm like, you know what? You're right. But this is her, and this number is 155283. Now, this is meaningful to me because in my family, it's so big, we can actually trace back the generations all the way up to our first freed slave. And so this is my lineage of where I come from. Now, I don't know 155. I don't know that. That's like my greats. But the 2 is my grandmother because she was the second in her siblings. And you know, she's my grandma, so I came from her. So she's the second. And then this is my mom. She was the 8th, also last kid of her siblings. And then for my generation, I'm 3 because I'm my mom's 3rd kid. Also, I'm her last kid. But that's my family number, and I got it on me because I really love my family, and I never wanted to forget my number because, like, my mom, she doesn't even know her number. And I feel like I kind of started something because after I got that, my aunt got her family number tattooed on her. Shout out Auntie Ann. Hey girl, if you're watching this, hey girl. But yes, this, before I show you my biggest tattoo, this used to be my biggest tattoo. The pain level, y'all. The pain level. The pain level, y'all. This part was cool. When we got to here and here, or right here on the bone, y'all, I had it like this. He couldn't even see. I was this way. I was like, oh my gosh, shaking. I did, bro, it hurt so bad. I was like, yeah, I'm probably never gonna get a tattoo. I said I'm never gonna get a tattoo again. Yeah, I got another one. So it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Like, when it comes to pain level, y'all, you say, oh yeah, that hurt so bad, I don't think I could do another one. They are addictive. You will get another one. Like, what are you saying? But I also got it in tandem with this tattoo. Now, let me show y'all up close. I don't know if you noticed, but my tattoos are all black. The reference photo for this was on Pinterest. I wish y'all could see the detail of the moon. Like, you can really still see all the little line work in the moon. But if you can see, the butterfly has eyes, and even in the sun, there is a lot of detail. I did not want any color tattoos, and people say, oh, you're light skinned, color tattoos look the best on you, and I don't like all that color. I like to keep it very black and minimalistic. So I don't know, you know how it'd be like when you're talking to somebody and then they're like, oh yeah, so you can do this, and you just say yeah because you don't want to say no. I should have said no because the only thing I regret is the fact that it's red. Now, this didn't hurt. And then I also got this because, now, it's kind of a stereotype for like girls to get like rose and butterflies. And I wanted a butterfly tattoo, but I wanted something like nobody else had, even though it is a Pinterest screenshot picture. Like, I got this from Pinterest, but like I haven't seen nobody else with a tattoo like this, and I think it's so freaking cute. And you know, if there's any symbolism behind it, I don't believe in that because I just got it because it was cute. And I don't remember this one hurting too bad. You know, this right here don't really hurt. If it's not really on the bone, it don't hurt. Like right here, this hurts. Now, we're getting to my more favorite, like, cutesy tattoos. My favorite cutesy tattoos. I'm gonna get into it. One of my most favorite tattoos is this. And I, of course, got it in tandem with another tattoo at a tattoo convention. Oh, but it was my tattoo artist was at the tattoo convention because I don't really want a whole bunch of different tattoo artists doing my tattoos. I don't really like that because then you gotta, I don't know, you know, you get bad juju put on you and it's in your skin forever, and I don't believe, So yeah, he did this one at the tattoo convention. I'm gonna show you the other one. It's on my leg. This is, oh, let me move. This is one of my most favorite tattoos. I was supposed to get this with my auntie, matching. I don't know if she's still gonna get it, but I asked for her approval if I could get this, and she was like, yeah girl, go ahead. But y'all, this is so pretty to me. Like, the line work in this is so gorgeous. So this is just literally a lady with, you know, her body is just leaves, and it's just so pretty. Like, there's no meaning behind it. I just got it because it's pretty. There's not one day where I don't go and just like stare at it and I'm just like, no, yeah, he did his big one with this one. Like, yeah, he did it. And then when I go like this, and then it just makes me feel like she's with me and we're both going like this. It's like, girl, it's so girly. It's so cute. This one also didn't hurt at, like, you know, it felt like a regular tattoo, like a little cat scratch. Like, it wasn't that bad. I wasn't biting my knuckles and crying and shaking. The only tattoo that I don't have that's like not, you know, on the top half of my body is my leg tattoo. Now, it's gonna be a little hard for me to show y'all, but, and yes, I'm not wearing socks. Come for me if you want to in the comments. But, oh, how do I do this? You can barely read it. It says, it's in cursive. It's a lyric by my favorite tattoo artist. Her name is Jessie Reyes. If you don't know her, I'm gonna put a picture right here. And listen to her music, y'all. People say her voice is squeaky, but no, y'all. Yes. She be speaking to me in her lyrics. And again, you gotta remember, my left side is for family and meaningful type of tattoos. So it says, everything is nothing without you. It's hard to hold my leg up, y'all. Should I go like this? Everything is nothing without you. And it's a lyric from her song, Great One. And I wanted to get it because, again, everything is nothing without my family. Like, everything is, like, don't y'all just love that lyric? Everything is nothing without you. Oh my gosh. If y'all don't, y'all should go listen to the song. It's a Great One by Jessie Reyes. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I actually wanted this tattoo for years and years and years, and I didn't know where I wanted it, or yeah, I didn't know where I wanted it or when it was gonna happen, but I just got it randomly, you know, at a tattoo convention, and he did this one, and he was like, oh, I got time for another one. I'm gonna go see if I have a client. I was like, I could be your other client. You could do another one on me. He was like, oh, what you want? I was like, oh, just some little line work. So yeah, this one, it didn't hurt too bad for this being, you know, like on my leg. I was scared, but no, it didn't hurt. It wasn't on my ankle. It wasn't on any bone where it would really, really hurt. So again, felt like a cat scratch. Now, we're gonna get into my last and my most biggest tattoo. So I don't really know how to show you all the way because it literally wraps, it starts here and it ends at my hip. So it's nothing but like marbly line work. And okay, so it starts here, then it travels to my shoulder, a little bit on my shoulder. It doesn't really hit my clavicle, but it's on my shoulder. Then it goes down my back. I'm gonna pull it down, goes down my back like that. And then it has a little bit of an under boob action. So it goes down around, all the way down to my stomach, and then it ends, let me see if I can, ends right here on my hip. Here's more of a close-up. I'm trying to get a good so you can see. But basically, literally randomly one night, I was like, oh my gosh, I want a tattoo. And I want something big. I want something boom, rah. So I always wanted, again, like, I like the marbly, like, aesthetic type of tattoos. And so what we did was we went on Pinterest, we found a little marble thing, and he literally took like a little square of marble and he took it and then just kept flip-flopping it all the way down. Now let me tell you about this tattoo, because this tattoo hurt like no other. I mean worse than my nipple piercings, because at least with the piercing it's like boop, you're done. Okay, and then you do a little bit of tenderness, a little bit of healing process, just you know, it's cool. You know, the nipple piercings was cool compared to this tattoo. With this tattoo, y'all, I was in there shaking, sweating. Like, thank God it was like 3 a.m. and we were the only people in there, because I was in there like, ah, no, can we be done? Can we be done? He wouldn't let me tap out. He wouldn't let me tap out. He wouldn't let me tap out. He wouldn't. I was literally like, can we be done? He was like, no, you don't want no half-finished tattoo, do you? I was like, oh my gosh. He wouldn't let me. He literally wouldn't. Oh my gosh. So like, right here was cool. It was cool. It was, from here, when I tell you, from here to my hip, I was done. He was like, girl, I've been shortening it up ever since we got up here because you've been complaining. I'm like, okay, but we're still going. Like, we're not done. Y'all, was in the tattoo shop from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. And I was like, and then he was mad at me because my skin was reacting to it and it kept jumping. I wasn't doing it. He's like, stop moving. I'm like, I literally can't. I literally can't. Worst pain of my life. 10 out of 10 pain. 10 out of 10. Worst pain ever. Ever. Like, when I tell you this tattoo, especially like on my ribs, my under boob, like, y'all, when it got to my hip, because it was supposed to go down to my thigh a little bit, I was done. I was like, no, we gotta be done right now. But yes, y'all, that is my 2026 tattoo tour. I'm gonna come back next year with a 2027 tattoo tour, and we're gonna see how many more that I get, because typically I get 2 a year. Yeah, we'll see, because that last tattoo really did it for me. But I have been starting to get a little itch, a little scratch. If y'all like today's video, put a skull emoji in the comment section down below, because that's how I felt when I got this tattoo, okay? I'm gonna get up out y'all hair, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all when I catch y'all. Y'all gonna catch me when y'all catch me. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.